The starting lineup for the first of our series semi-finals is complete. Napalm, Mace, Mortis, Behemoth, Killertron, and last week's winner, Panic Attack. But with 6 more heats to come, there's still everything to fight for.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our master of disaster, Craig Charles.
Now, if you listen to the Japanese, you'd hear that good things come in small packages. The Discman, the Game Boy, Kylie Minogue. And this is all great news for Orientals with puny wedding tackle, but it's basically wrong. Because good things come in huge, great containers with very large thing written on the side in 6-foot-high red letters. Indeed, here on Robot Wars, size is everything, beauty is nothing. If Birmingham was a robot, it'd be a force to be reckoned with. As are our 6 robots waiting in the pits, about to do battle for a place in our series semi-finals. Be warned, they're not very pretty, but they are big.
First, from Bodmin Community College and reigning champion, Roadblock.
Returning meaner and tougher, completely rebuilt in aluminium rather than steel. The circular saw blade teeth tipped with tungsten. You'll hear a police 2-tone siren when it attacks. What you see are road signs on the outer shell.
From Bedford, Onslaught.
A stainless steel shell, titanium rear axle and aluminium wheels may beef up Onslaught. The wedge weapon can flip and overturn. The mild steel spikes at the rear carry a sting in the tail, but a 2-metre turning circle looks sluggish for this family team.
From Dublin, Nemesis.
Another old favourite is back with the boys from the Irish Air Corps. Boggle, bloodshot eyes, a mad leering grin and dressed in lurid polka dot scarlet fur. The robot, that is. Look out for the saw blade at the rear and the new slicing lobster claws at the front, all rolling on wheelchair and caster wheels.
From Herworth near Darlington, ROCS.
Radio-operated combat system, ROCS, driven by Colin Sievers, painted by wife Jackie and worked on by 7-year-old son Carl, the youngest roboteer here. This bot demolished a neighbour's fence in training. The wheels and motor are from a wheelchair. The front lift can raise 75 kilos.
From Hinkley, Limpet.
This machine can operate even when it's flipped upside down on 163cm tracks made from motorcycle chains. The batteries, motors and speed controller come from a wheelchair. The chassis frame is steel. The 6-inch diameter front saw has bite, but it costs just £28 to build.
From Oxford, Killerhurtz.
The main features on this polycarbonate protected speed machine, its top lick of 15 miles an hour, and its pneumatic 7-pound custom-made steel axe generating 800 kilos of force. 2 24-volt electric motors drive the rear wheels. This is highly thought of down in the pits, Craig.
Gorillas slap their chests, cats arch their backs, Prince Naseem rips off his shorts. Let's see how our robots show their anger in the first of our 3 rounds.
The gauntlet this week is new and improved. As ever, each contesting robot must make the dangerous dash between the start line and the end zone in as fast a time as possible. But this week, for added value, we've introduced the Sentinel. Ever-present and menacing, it sweeps the floor in a wide arc. Now, a timely dash could get the robot to the end zone safely. An untimely one could get it spiked.
Roboteers, stand by.
The first competitor, the champions, Roadblock. And Killertron's on the run! It's piggyback time! They're in and underneath Killertron! No! It's all over! Roadblock the winner!
Inside we've had quite an improvement, really. We've got brand new wheelchair motors, petrol-driven disc cutter, and all the electronics are in the front this time. That's pretty much it.
3, 2, 1.
Ender Blewett and Chris Kinsey are back then with technology teacher Peter Kinsey, and it looks as if they're going to take on the Sentinel with a little dash of speed. The wheels, tyres from a wheelchair, went for the burst of speed, pronged by the Sentinel, held up here. The 2-tone siren you can hear there is a police siren. Robot uses it while on the attack. It's defending there, but through. Oh, my goodness me, nearly steered into the pit of oblivion. Torched, but through. The champions are safe.
Roadblock, close the platform. Well, you didn't seem to have any problems there, did you?
That thing's huge.
It is big, but you just slip by it. You slip by. Are you feeling confident? You won the last war. Do you think you're going to win this one?
Well, we really want to make Sir Killalot's acquaintance. We'll look out for him in the next round.
All right. Well done, lads. See you in the next round.
There's confirmation. Roadblock completing the course. No problems for the reigning champs.
How did winning Robot Wars change your lives?
Well, it's given us something good to put on our CVs for university application. And, well, it was an experience we won't forget. I mean,
I want to know, have women been throwing themselves at you now? I don't want to know about CVs.
I wouldn't say that. We've had a bit more attention, I'd say that.
You seem to be hanging around our pits a lot more than
Oh, no.
Roboteers, stand by.
The silver-shaped ski slope, Onslaught.
Our main power unit is a forklift engine, forklift electric motor, which will give us around about 30 miles an hour flat out, but we will only be doing about 8 miles an hour when we're actually competing.
3, 2, 1, activate.
8 miles an hour, you hope. Alan Wood, David Wood, father and son, and Peter Holland taking on the Sentinel. There's that mighty pronged assault ram weapon pinning Onslaught against the side bench. 15-year-old David, the student at Westfield School, Queen's Park in Bedford, driving through though. Ooh, but Dead Metal was waiting. A change from the first run. In comes Dead Metal to churn up the steel chassis and into the pit of oblivion.
Come up to the podium. Well, you got past this big, great clunking thing. But then Dead Metal sorted you out and then bang into the pit.
Yeah, be wonderful, wasn't it? I enjoyed that, actually.
Your robot doesn't seem to have much grip.
Did try to put some tyres on it, but they came off.
The tyres came off?
Yes.
Think you can sort something out if you get through to the next round?
Oh, I'm sure we can, yes.
Give them a round of applause. Good luck, lads.
Enough distance gained. The Sentinel plucking them, pushing to oblivion. But 10.5 metres, I think that'll be okay.
Roboteers, stand
Nemesis
by.
back again. One of the most sporting teams from the last wars. The Nemesis boys all want to go into space and they're in the air! They're in the air! And they're on fire!
We've done very little changes. It's more or less the same machine with the pneumatic ram that should put some holes in some of the other robots. And we've got the same motors and gearboxes that we had last year too.
3, 2, 1, activate.
The gauntlet course seems deadlier and deadlier, and Nemesis smiles through it all and immediately veers towards the ram rig here, squeezing in on the left-hand side towards the circular saws to rip up and churn that bright scarlet fur, and waiting there again for them, and he loves them, is Sergeant Bash. He loves a flick, a lick, a flame to torch and burn and sizzle fur. And Nemesis stuck. Go on, boys, on fire again. Smoking, Nemesis, burning, on fire. Waiting for them is Killerhurtz too. Oh my goodness me! Hopes up in flames. Killerhurtz and Dead Metal squeezing in. Burning, boggling Nemesis eyes. But I think they've just done enough.
Well, guys, you went out in a ball of flames in the last war. I would have thought you'd learned.
Well, if you're going to cover a robot for you might as well take the fire, you know.
I thought you were going to use some flame-proof material or something.
Not at all. Burn it, that's what I say. Burn it all to hell.
Well, you made it to the end zone. We'll see you in the next round.
You can put yourself out there.
It needs help to be put out, but they completed the course. Nemesis on fire and through.
He's completely gouged you out there, isn't he?
That's 2 mil stainless steel. Those pinches are sharp.
I'll tell you what, if you've got some sausages handy, you could do them quickly
I'm
now.
going to put a barbecue on it later on. I'm going to put a kebab on it so we can later on when we're finished.